here's a tutorial how to make a skewer for cooking things over the fire. So you need to take this, anything on the end off, any nubs or anything on the end off, like this, with a sweeping motion. We'll need to take off all this outer bark so that we get to this inner whitish part. And I have a vine maple skewer, so vine maple is really strong and sturdy, so I recommend using it if you're going to make a skewer. But any stick will work, really, as long as it's sturdy and long and not too thick, and especially dry wood, because wet wood does not work very well. It's really hard to sharpen because it's wet. And also, after you get your stick sharpened, you'll want to put the end of it in the fire so that the tip gets cleaned from germs so that you can start roasting stuff on it, because you don't want it to be dirty while you're eating off of it or anything. So here's what the finished tip should look like on your skewer. It should have no bark on it for like 2 or 3 inches on the edge, and it should be pretty sharp but not too sharp, or else it won't be strong enough to hold whatever you're roasting. And then if you want, you can also scrape off some part on the here where you'll be holding it for a handle, but it's not really that necessary. It just kind of helps you get a better grip on it. So that's how you make a skewer. Hey, this is the LaRoseBros.
And today we are doing a review on the BioLite stove. So one of our other videos, the barbecue squid video, we used this to cook the squid, and we are going to do a review on this. We've also used it while we're camping, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, so it has lots of great features. It has this nice battery on the side, and you can just charge it. It has a thing where you can plug it in on the side, and it has a control pad right here, and you can use the controls to make the fan blow. So the battery's for the fan, and there's a fan in here, and what it does is it makes there be like pretty much no smoke when you're getting it to run right, and it's actually really helpful and has reduced the smoke that comes from the BioLite stove.
It also helps the fire burn hotter, so not so much smoke, it burns hotter. You don't have to have as much fuel, but it does consume fuel pretty fast, but you just have to keep adding it, and you don't have to have that much at one time.
Yeah. And of course you can slide this off, and then you can put the coals in if you want lower in the stove, or you can put it higher up like we have here. It doesn't really matter, and it's a really good stove in my opinion. It's really portable, and it has these legs to help it stand up, and they fold in and stuff.
Yep, and also there's a cover that you can put. If you take this fan off, you can put the cover over, fold the legs up, and you can transport it to different places pretty easily.
Yeah, and we've used it a lot of times before. It works really well. In my opinion, I think that the BioLite stove is like one of the best cooking things we've ever used while camping or outdoorsy stuff. It's really helpful. It has these handles on the sides to help you carry it. It has the legs to help fold it up and make it easier to store.
Yeah, you can take this off, and you can roast marshmallows or hot dogs in it, and you can also just put, like we did with the squid, you can lay stuff on it to cook.
Yeah, like you could put some corn on it, or you could wrap up some vegetables in tin foil like we did one time and put it on there, and add some seasonings while they're cooking, and it makes for a really, really good way to get a good meal while you're camping. It's really fun.
Yeah, and if you don't know how to make a fire pit, or if there's none at the campsite where you're at, you can just use this. It's really helpful, and we've used this even when there is a fire pit, so it's not a replacement for a fire pit at a campsite. It just makes it even better.
Yeah, it's like even if there is one, it's always good to use the BioLite stove. It's such a good way to cook your meals and stuff while you're camping. and the battery lasts a long time. This whole thing, the whole BioLite stove, is $249 on at REI. So just, like, you can use a coupon. So like, wait for those to come around and you can get a discount. And here's the controls. The control pad on this battery right here. It's the orange battery on the side, and it can attach on right here. And this is the power button. So you press it, and then it turns on, and it shows the battery. Then you can press it again, and it makes the fan start going, and you can hear the fan right now, and you can turn it up as much as you want, and then hold it again to make it go down.
So yeah, this fan is battery powered. You don't use gas for it. It just blows directly into the fire pit. So it really helps a lot, and you have to take this battery off to put the cover over it, and it's really easy to put on. There's just a button to, you just hook it on there, click it, it just clicks, and right here is where the fan goes and blows into the fire pit. You can also charge different things. There's a USB plug on the battery. You can charge other things instead of using the fan. It's a good battery pack as well.
You can use lump coal like we're using, or you could use charcoal, and then if you're you could also, like, if you don't have those, you could also use just, like, if you're camping, go around, find some sticks and stuff, and everything like that would work like fine as well. But coal is really good too, so we're using that today. And we got the BioLite stove's battery working with the fan to get it going. And we're going to roast some marshmallows and make some s'mores. So we just got a little fire going here, and I'm going to turn the fan on. And you can see it's a little bit smoky, so that's going to help. And it also helps get the fire going because, of course, fire needs oxygen. You can see it's already looking more lively in there, less smoke already. So the BioLite stove really helps out with that.
Alright, I'm just going to heat up these skewers so all the germs get burnt off. You don't want it to catch on fire, of course, but you do want it to get pretty cooked.
Start,
put a marshmallow on.
Yeah, put a marshmallow or hot dog or whatever you're roasting, and then start
over the fire.
Start roasting over the fire. Yep.
And you see already, I just barely put it in, it's already like that. So the BioLite stove really helps it burn really hot.
And we're gonna do all sides of the marshmallow.
So if you're someone who likes to get your marshmallow roasted quick so you can eat it as quickly as possible, the BioLite stove really helps with that, because that was really quickly and it's already looking pretty good.
Yep, and if you're like me and you want it to be golden brown, not so burnt, it's also good for that, because usually getting it golden brown takes a long time and a lot of patience. But with the BioLite stove, it produces so much heat that you can just hold it a little bit like this, and it doesn't have to go so slowly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my s'more ready.
Gonna see how BioLite stove cooked s'mores taste like. That's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
My marshmallow is delicious.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Do you recommend the BioLite stove?
Yeah. I'm going to see how it tastes with the other one next time I eat it. After I finish this.
We'll see you next time.